He's chased criminals through exploding streets, fought off squads of assassins with his bare hands, and taken down helicopters with one-liners and a scowl. On screen, Jason Statham is the epitome of a lethal weapon, a one-man army unstoppable, calculated and ruthlessly efficient. But the question that keeps surfacing, whispered in gym locker rooms and comment sections is Jason Statham a trained killer in real life? The truth, hidden beneath years of high-octane roles and tightly guarded interviews, is far more shocking than anyone expects. Born in Derbyshire, England, Statham didn't grow up in movie studios or martial arts dojos. He grew up fighting, not for show, for survival. Raised in a tough working-class environment, he quickly learned that strength wasn't optional, it was necessary. Long before Hollywood discovered him, he was already immersed in a world of intense physical discipline. He trained daily in martial arts, diving and gymnastics, not to become famous, but because it was who he was. He competed internationally as a member of Britain's national diving team for over a decade, building the kind of body control and core strength few action stars can fake. But it's what he did after diving that raises eyebrows. Statham began working as a street hustler, yes, literally selling fake jewelry and perfume on the streets to make ends meet. That raw survival instinct shaped him. It sharpened him. It taught him how to read danger, how to respond under pressure, how to act without hesitation. And then he took that energy to martial arts, not for a role, not for a movie, for himself. He trained in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, Wing Chun, and even street-based combat systems that most actors have never even heard of. This wasn't a 6-week fight camp with a Hollywood trainer. This was years of grinding in real gyms, with real fighters, absorbing pain, learning timing, building real muscle memory. Directors don't hire Jason Statham because he looks tough. They hire him because he is tough. He performs nearly all of his own stunts. He's crashed real cars, held his breath for minutes underwater, and disarmed weapons in choreographed sequences so precise they've been studied by real-world operators. His fight scenes aren't exaggerated. They're compressed versions of what he can actually do. Ask any stunt coordinator in Hollywood. There are actors who act like fighters, and then there's Statham, who trains like one. In fact, it's become an open secret in the stunt world that if you want realism, you cast Statham. He doesn't need doubles. He doesn't need weeks of choreography. He learns fast, moves faster, and executes under pressure like someone who's been in actual danger. Because he has. He's been in bar brawls, he's been in high-speed accidents, he's even had to save people on set from real injury. Once, during filming, a stunt truck malfunctioned and drove off a dock. Statham, behind the wheel, was trapped underwater. Most would panic. He calmly escaped, swimming to the surface without a scratch. Why? Because he'd trained for it. Not for the movie. For real life. That's what separates him. Statham doesn't rely on scripts. His body is his resume. His reflexes are tested daily. He trains with fighters, not actors. He sparred in Muay Thai gyms in Thailand, rolled with BJJ black belts in Los Angeles, and learned gun handling from ex-Special Forces instructors, not as a gimmick, but as a way of life. If Hollywood shut down tomorrow, Statham wouldn't just survive, he'd thrive. Because while others play killers on screen, he spent his whole life preparing like one. No, Jason Statham isn't a government-trained assassin. But in a world where the line between action hero and real-world operator blurs, he may be the closest thing Hollywood has to the real deal. He doesn't need a badge, he doesn't need a body count. His calm demeanor, his discipline, his combat proficiency, none of it is fake. And that's what's truly shocking. Because maybe the deadliest man in action films today isn't acting at all.